The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
What the fuck are we gonna do now? Get high? Well, hell yeah! You know what time it is. It's time for another kick-ass episode of Still Toking With. Yeah, you know who I am. My name's right there. It's right there. Right there. So, I'm super excited about tonight's show. I think my co-hosts and my special co-host and the guest star as well. Man, we're going to get into some crazy shit tonight and all the records that are being broken with this insane endeavor that's happening out there. But I'm not going to hog the whole show to myself because you didn't come here to look at me. Let's just be realistic. So, joining us again this evening, filling in for Jar Jar, who is on an extended leave, my man Jags.
What up, y'all?
What's happening, brother?
I'm excited for this episode. So you know me, I'm a big. You already
Horror.
say who it is?
I didn't say who it is,
Hey,
but you're a big horror
I'm a
buff,
huge fan of one of the movies we're going to be talking about, so I'm ready to go.
right? And as always, the voices inside your head.
The voices inside your head. Yes. Yeah, I think we might go down some dark alleys. It is like Hallows Eve tonight, isn't it too? Isn't it what they call Hallows Eve, the night before
Oh,
Halloween.
yeah. Halloween's
Right.
tomorrow. Ooh,
Right.
yeah. I booked
So-
this show.
And I
Just
think
right.
that a lot of this started back then with a movie called All Hallows Eve, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. But we'll find out. You know, let's bring
Maybe.
him in, Mr. Jon Abrahams.
What is up,
Woo!
y'all? Trick or treat.
How are you doing? Trick or treat?
How you doing?
I'll take a trick.
Take a trick?
Yeah, I'll take a trick.
Hold
You
on
got
one
any tricks?
second. No. Just
Yeah.
What's up, Jags? What's up, Jeff? What's up, Ben?
How you doing, man?
So happy to be here.
Well, first of all, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us. You know,
Thank you for having me.
my granddaughter's still eating the bag of candy you gave her.
That's a secret of the trade for all you people out there.
Right?
You give the kids candy, you get their attention, you get the parents' attention, you end up on Still Token with the Dead. So
See?
if you want to know how to get on some podcasts, just give the podcast people's kids candy. You're good.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, wow. So, I'm
So,
doing my best not to steal somebody's thunder here because I did backstage.
Go ahead, do it.
Happy birthday, John. Your birthday
Thank
was yesterday.
you.
So what are
Thank
you like?
you.
22, 23?
I'm a nice crispy 47.
Yep, 47.
Wow.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, I had gray hair at 47.
Well,
But then again, I
they're
was
in there.
married.
They're in there.
Well,
Yeah.
well, there's
yeah.
nothing better than being an October baby because I know I'm one.
Are you? Happy
Yep.
birthday to you then.
Well,
Thank
listen,
you.
there is one thing better than being an October baby. That's a
What?
September baby. Me.
Virgos say that.
But we can't fight about it, Jeff, because we're both Libras.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
Libras.
I'll
Okay.
number you because there's 3 October babies in here to 1. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Already,
Happy birthday,
Jags,
Jags.
Jags, they're already ragging on you.
I don't give a shit.
Jags didn't say more than 4 words this week.
He's already broken that record.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
So-
you at least got me on a podcast that I actually know the person and I know something about the shit that
I'm just gonna. I mean, do we want to just dive right into what's going on now?
Yeah, just throw it out there, man.
Let's
So-
get it out there.
You were part of a film that was just released that has been breaking fucking record after record after record, man. Like
Yes.
insane.
Yes.
It has grossed the most revenue for an unrated horror film ever.
Amazing.
Ever.
Shall we tell them what it is?
Do
They
it.
should know.
Do you all know?
I know.
they don't.
Terrifier 3.
That's right.
Breaking
Terrifier.
records. Go see it this weekend if you haven't seen it. If you've already seen it, go see it again.
Right, because John gets paid every time you see it. And look, when I met him, he gave me this.
I wish.
Right. See this right here? This is 5,000 credits that he has to pay me.
There you go.
Credits. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're good for,
Candy.
but
It's a money back guarantee. Go see Terrifier 3. Reach out to me and I will send you money. I will send you galactic currency.
So I was reading different things, different reviews and stuff about this film. And I mean, I haven't personally seen it yet because I'm just not ready yet. Terrifier, those are my all-time favorite horror flicks. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
And you
I
haven't
just
seen
like-
it yet?
No, and I'm doing that on purpose because I want the hype to kind of go away a little bit.
Okay.
You know
But
what
you
I
got to
mean? 'Cause
promise to go see it in the theater.
I hate the theater. I like to
Ah,
watch it on my big screen at home with my popcorn and my wife next to me.
Okay. That's
that's
fair.
because she
That's
jumps in his lap.
That's fair.
See, that's
Well,
why
no, because because then after the movie's over, we can go get terrified.
There you go. Did you guys did you get the Terrifier 3 popcorn buckets?
they didn't have them where I went. I was pissed. I was you can tell they were gonna have
Regal Theaters, AMC, and maybe Landmark. I believe they all sell the popcorn buckets.
I didn't go. I went to a small little theater in Charleston, South Carolina that's
Love
like
it.
family owned. And
I'm surprised they even play Terrifier 3 there.
I was
right?
too. Well, here's the thing. When I looked it up, it was actually the closest theater to me to go see it because all the ones that were close to me, they weren't playing it at all. So, like, for me to go see it, I had to drive almost 2 hours just to go see it. And Charleston was the only one. It was at a the theater was cool as shit. I mean, it's a theater that's probably been there for God knows how long. The carpet was the same carpet from The Shining.
Best way to see it. Best way to see it.
There was only like maybe 10
Maybe I'll
people.
have to break down and go to the theater.
Just do it.
Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do it.
But I'll have to go by myself because my wife won't sit through that. No, she won't sit through that. No.
But from what I hear, keeping on track with the theater in the movies is there's a lot of people that aren't even making it through the first scene of this movie.
Yep, there's been people that leave during the first 10 minutes.
Yep.
They're just that shocking and grotesque.
Right. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, you know, Terrifier 2 came out and people passed out and ambulances had to be called. And now this one, people are vomiting or leaving the theater. I mean, I was at the New York premiere and people got up and left at the premiere because they just couldn't take it. It just keeps going. You know, if you like violence and gore and, you know, good fun, then it's for you. But some people, it's you know,
that's my type of horror.
Gives it to you and gives it to you and gives it to you. And
I think when I was sitting there was like 3 or 4 people that got up it was the very opening scene that they were like gone.
Lines are crossed that are usually crossed right out the gate. And, you know, but listen, that's like, you know, that's like the best
you either love it or you don't
get when making a horror film, you know? Yeah.
You know,
so it's pretty amazing. I mean, I met those guys after the first Terrifier had come out, but I think they were getting ready to make the second one. And I just knew right away because I'm a horror fan and I used to want to do makeup effects. You know, within 5 minutes of meeting Damien that he's a master. And I wanted to be involved and I wasn't shy about it. And then last year we were doing a con together and he was like, "Hey, we're getting ready to make the third one. You know, do you want to do it?" And I was like, "I will do anything you want." And and yeah, they made me work. They made me work hard. You'll see. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand. And if you haven't, you'll understand when you see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you tuned in for spoilers, folks, we're not going to give you spoilers.
No
you gotta go watch the
spoilers.
movie.
No spoilers.
No offense to Damien and his amazing talents, but the show is not about Damien. If we want to do that, then he has to come on.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But the show is about Jon.
I'm here.
I could tell him if you want to do a little sneak peek at how bad Terrifier is, there's a band that did a song based off of it called Ice Nine Kills.
Yep.
And they did a music video. And that music video gives you a little taste of what's to come if you go to the movie.
Yeah, go check it out. It's called A Work of Art.
Yeah.
And it's really an awesome song. And the music video is like 15 minutes long.
Yep.
There's a bunch of people from the other movies, as well as Art the Clown himself, and people from non-Terrifier films in there too. A couple legends. My man Terry Kaiser makes an appearance. Weekend at Bernie's.
Well,
Yep. Great film.
You guys should do a Still Token with the Dead Weekend at Berners.
Right. That would actually be pretty cool.
That could be like you do a cruise.
You know,
Weekend at Berners.
We've talked about all of that, because we do other stuff besides just the show. So 90% of the time when we're at events, we're just like we're the invited guests.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're running live streams on top of doing what we do. So yeah, we talked about trying to get in on a cruise ship and live stream a lot of stuff. And yeah, we'll see, I'm putting that out there for all you producers and people that are watching that put on conventions, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
Just saying, we have a laundry list of people that,
well, they do.
We're gonna take the show on
they
the
do all kinds of
road
cruises. Why not?
Right.
Take the show on a boat.
They do.
Take the show on the boat.
The
They
showboat.
Oh, there you go.
You know?
There
Wow.
you go. That would work. So
The
yeah,
rowboat. The Grow Boat Weekend at Burners. There you go. These are free, folks. These are all free.
Right.
Free
I'm
ideas.
not even spending my credits for this.
I'm giving you
Right.
a window into my marketing genius. Free of
Oh,
charge.
Wow. All right. So that's how you got involved with Terrifier 3.
Yeah, I met those guys doing cons, and I had seen Terrifier, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, and what they've been able to do is amazing from film to film and consistently across 3 films plus the others, that preceded it, All Hallows Eve and all that stuff. It's just incredible. I mean, it's a once every 20 years thing that happens, and it's like I'm in awe of it as an independent filmmaker myself. It's just incredible. So I feel very lucky.
I did hear that there were actually some theaters, I don't know where, but they were pulling it. They were going to stop showing it just because it was
not rated.
It was too much, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I know France put their craziest rating on it. You're not admitted unless you're over 18 to the film. Obviously, like you said, it's unrated here in America, as it should be. I mean, I don't even know how you could rate that film. I've been in some NC-17 films, and I think it goes above and beyond NC-17. So, it's one of those.
I've seen films rated MA for extreme gore.
Well, yeah, but even this would have to be rated, like, we'd have to have a new rating system. It would have to be like RRR.
Right.
Right. Triple R plus 21.
NC-21.
Right?
It's pretty intense. Like I said, if you've seen the first 2 and you combine them, they still don't even equal out to what they did in Terrifier 3.
Yeah.
Like, not even close.
It's what's funny is I think that the actual box office numbers would be a lot bigger or a little bigger, because all these kids are like 14 years old and they're buying tickets to like Wild Robot and then sneaking in to see Terrifier.
Right.
Once they're through the gate. So,
right.
There's probably extra money there that is going to Wild Robot, which I'm sure is a wonderful film, but
didn't even know
it's really meant for Terrifier,
Didn't even know it was a film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say you're a horror buff, right?
Yes.
So besides the Terrifier films, what was some of your favorite horror films in the past?
Well, I'll give you my top 2. My top 1 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original.
Okay.
Good movie.
Unapologetically the best horror film of all time, in my opinion. Number 2 for me is Return of the Living Dead.
Nice.
Return of the Living Dead is a wonderful film. I'm buddies with Tom Matthews. I just went to see a screening of it on the big screen, and it was like so awesome to see it that way. And it's one of those movies that's like both sort of comical and frightening. And so for me, it's just extra scary because of that, because it's sort of your brain gets tricked and doesn't know should I be laughing? Should I be terrified? And that's disconcerting and sort of just chaotic. So I love it for that. And
okay, nice.
Yeah, but I wanted to do makeup effects when I was growing up. It's what I wanted to do. And my dad used to take me to all the horror cons in New York City. And I used to follow Tom Savini around. And now we're both in Terrifier 3. And a few years ago, I was doing a con and Tom was right next to me. So it's all like a dream come true for me, and
right.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, first, my dad took me to see Creepshow when I was 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I've been into horror for a long time, Also,
my first horror flick was 1978. It was the Midnight Movie. Remember when they used to do the midnight movies?
Yeah, sure.
And that was the original The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Very good one.
Yeah.
Better than the remake, although most of them are.
Yes.
Yeah.
The remakes weren't bad, but it's nothing like. I mean, I was 15 years old and I got snuck into this film at midnight by a good friend of mine, and that was introduction to horror, and I've been a fan ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think my first movie was the Mangler,
Ooh, good one.
the Mutilator.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh,
Mutilator.
The Mutilator.
Mutilator.
That was a great movie.
I think I was like 9 or 10.
Still by far.
Mutilator.
You know,
Yeah.
I can't even go out on a fishing excursion with people and they pull out a gaffing hook and I just go, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and it's still one of my I love the Mutilator. It's still one of my favorites, and I love Return of the Living Dead. That's probably in my
Such a great soundtrack and a great soundtrack
Absolutely.
too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, and I love Chud. Like Chud, I love, you know,
that was good.
a lot of those like 80s sort of indie New York or surrounding areas horror films.
Right.
Like, LA
right.
horror films I love, you know. Love them.
Wow. So I'm going to bring it up because I when we talk about horror, I always have to bring this film up. Have you seen Don't Fuck in the Woods?
No. Have you seen Dick Shark?
No.
Everybody needs to watch Dick Shark and then Don't Fuck in the Woods.
I'm afraid to even Google this.
Dick Shark. Actually, I think I have my copy of Dick Shark over there.
Dick Shark, huh?
Yeah.
I got to write that one down. Dick Shark.
Oh boy, folks. Sorry, folks. We just went off the rails.
That's
Right into the wall.
D-I-C-K, right?
Say what?
D-I-C-K?
D-I-C-K.
Okay.
Yep. I didn't say Deck Shark.
Well, it could have been
Dick Shark.
D-I-C.
D-I-C. D-I-C-K.
Oh,
S-H-A-R-K, everybody.
Dick Shark.
But let us not digress.
Right?
Yeah.
We're
Let's
here
stick
to
to the
talk about
matters at hand.
John. We're here to talk about John.
Wow.
So you
yeah,
are. Oh, go ahead.
You've had a hell of a career. You've made cameos in a lot of different shows. You've directed. You've produced. What do you really want to do and focus on besides the acting? Do you want to write? Do you want to produce? Do you want to direct? Or do you want to follow that dream of the special effects?
You know, I think the special effects has been put off. I think the answer is at this point, I love acting and obviously I'm still doing it, but you know, I really like directing. And you know, I've been lucky to make 3 feature films, all of which are on Tubi right now. You can watch them for free. Nobody has any excuse. All at Once, Clover, and Exploited. 3 very different films in their genres and tones, but you know, yeah, I like doing that because listen, I come from like a visual arts background. I also have a background in music, and for me, directing encompasses all of my creative interests. You know, it's I get to have a hand in sort of painting the whole picture and or you know, making the whole album, right, Jags? So you know, it keeps messing with me because out of the corner of my eye, it looks like you're holding a guitar, but you're not.
No.
But I keep thinking you're sitting there holding a guitar on your lap. Anyway, so yes, so I think, you know, at this point, I would love to direct, but you know, I like being on set. I like working on movies. So, you know, if anybody needs me to work craft service, I'm happy to do it. Let me know.
Right. Well, speaking of movies, I mean, you were also in Scary Movie.
I was, which
you know, which is another decent sized franchise.
Huge franchise, and at the time when the first one came out, highest grossing R-rated comedy of all time,
right? And
highest grossing, I believe, like black filmmakers, you know, movie of all time, and just a behemoth of comedy across the board, right? It's an amazing accomplishment, no matter who you are. And you know, I love those guys very much. And the great big news of yesterday on my birthday is that they got the franchise back and they're rebooting it. So,
oh shit!
Oh, nice.
New Scary Movie coming in the next year.
Very cool. Are you going to be part of that, or can't you say?
Can't say. Not yet. Not yet. But
okay.
But just psyched that they got it back because, you know, the other movies aren't bad, but the first two, which are the only ones that they had a hand in, and I'm talking about the Wayans family, if you don't know.
Oh, yep.
You know, those are just masterpieces, and it's why the franchise was able to continue with other filmmakers and be so beloved. You know, I still, like, I was just in Italy on honeymoon, and you know, the waiter, thank you, the waiter, thank you. You know, I'm in Italy, I'm way far away.
Sorry.
The waiter is like, scusi, are you from Scary Movie? And I'm like, yeah. I love this movie. You know, it's like everywhere I go, people love the film, and it's amazing to be part of something like that. You know,
Right.
It's just incredible. Here we are 25 years later, and it's never died down. People's enthusiasm for those movies has never died down. You know, if anything, it's just gotten bigger and bigger because new audiences find it. You know, parents who saw it when it came out now show it to their kids, and you know, it just keeps going. I always meet people who are like, "Oh my God, I saw Scary Movie when I was 5," and I'm like, "I'm sorry," you know, I'm sorry, you know, and they're like, "I learned so much from watching that movie."
Yeah, don't answer the phone.
Well, you're also in House of Wax, right?
I was. Speaking of remakes,
classic right there.
Yeah, classic. That's a reimagining of the film, right? It bears no resemblance to the original except in title, but you know, it's Dark Castle, it's Joel Silver, you know, and there was a period there where he kind of reimagined a lot of the William Castle horror films from the 50s. The legend William Castle, who did, you know, House on Haunted Hill and 13 Ghosts and House of Wax and The Tingler and, you know, all these movies where, you know, I don't know if people know, but his gimmick, William Castle, to get people to come to the theaters was to do, like, you know, during 13 Ghosts, ghosts would fly across the audience. And during The Tingler, there were buzzers under your seat. And every time The Tingler came on, you got buzzed, you know. So I was a fan growing up. I used to go see, like, every summer they would show all the William Castle movies at a theater called Film Forum in New York. So I loved them. And when, you know, I got around to being in talks with them, I was like, I'm so psyched. Like, I love House of Wax, and, like, you know, I would love to be part of this. So
there's actually a horror movie that used his concept and created it in the 80s. It's a movie called Popcorn.
Oh, so, I know. I remember that movie.
Yeah. So
totally.
If anybody wants to go, it's actually free on YouTube, but it's actually a really good movie. But it was based off his concept of using that submersive stuff during a film, and the killer kind of uses it to grab people's attention and then kill somebody.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I don't think he was the only filmmaker to do it. Like, John Waters did it for Polyester. He had Smellorama. I love stuff like that. But that wasn't the gimmick with the remake of House of Wax. They didn't do anything like that except sold the entire movie on See Paris Hilton Die. So
they should do that with X-rated movies.
So we did have a question come in on the internet. Are you on a PC?
I'm on a Mac. I see a question here.
Yeah.
Oliver Hood, did you meet Jared Padalecki in House of Wax? Yes, I did. I spent a lot of time with Jared, and, you know, I'm sort of the comic relief in the movie, and they gave me free license to ad lib, and a lot of that stuff ended up in the film. And, you know, I still feel bad to this day because I really went in on Jared, and he was a good sport about it. But, like, you know, I was making fun of, I say, you got a He-Man haircut, you know, what's up with your He-Man haircut? And just busting his balls as only a New Yorker can.
There you go. Well, I don't know.
Maybe a tri-state area.
I was going to say, us Boston people can bust balls pretty good.
Yeah, as only an Eastern Seaboard person can.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking that you're from New York, aren't they playing tonight?
They are.
Is that why you keep looking over?
Why you got to bust him out like that?
I'm not home right now. I'm at the strip club. I'm watching the shows.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Just
why it's blurred back.
No. I am home, and I am going to watch the game in a little while.
I figured you were watching it over the computer.
Right.
Yeah, I showed these guys, but for all you viewers out there, This is the game we're talking about. This is who we hope wins.
Well, so you hope wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's who. I mean, I don't give a shit who wins.
Our
Hockey
team-
season. Oh, hockey season.
Our team
started.
didn't even make it to the damn playoffs. So
Right?
Big
Exactly.
rivalry. Hey, Sherry, what's up? I love Queens. All the Queens are from Queens.
Right. So you like Jeff said, you've been in a ton of TV shows from I don't even fucking know, man.
The
Boston
Mentalist,
Public,
Law and Order, Boston
you know,
Public.
SVU, which is a great show.
Hawaii
Criminal Minds.
5-0.
Yep.
Yep.
And you've been in a ton of other films. I mean, we've talked a lot about the horror films, but you were also in like Meet the Parents.
Yes. Yes.
Two totally different spectrums. And the reason I bring that up is, do you think you're able to play those different roles because of your background with your family background? And I'm speaking of like your uncle. For you viewers, that his uncle was, Mac Gray.
Yeah, so my great uncles are Joe Gray and Matt Gray, who most people wouldn't know what the hell we're talking about. But Matt Gray was the Rat Pack's right-hand guy. He was like their guy to take care of everything for them. And
nothing to do with 50 Shades or nothing.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Not those
Can't
kind
bring him anywhere.
And then Joe Gray was Dean Martin's stunt double in every picture, and also taught Elvis how to stage fight, and did like fight choreography, and he's in a lot of the greatest movies of all time. Brad Pitt's character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is sort of the kind of guy that my uncle Joe, my great uncle Joe was. Joey. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that trickled down through the family because your dad was an artist.
My dad is, yes, he
he's an
is.
artist.
Oh, sorry, was.
No, it's okay. He still is an artist, and he's also.
I actually looked it up because I'm very particular about art, and I loved his style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Check him out, Martin Abrahams. So it's his uncles, and because of that, my dad would go visit his uncles every summer from Brooklyn out in LA. And my dad has ended up as an extra in like some of the greatest movies of all time. And for some reason, my dad always ends up on the lobby cards for these movies as well. So, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Zelig, but my dad's a bit of a Zelig. Like, he ended up in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because he's in the scene of the Dean Martin movie that she's watching when she's in the theater. It's actually the footage from the original film. And there's my dad with Dean Martin and Sharon Tate. So, and then he ends up on the lobby card outside. She walks out of the theater and there's the lobby card and there's my dad. So, and I, all the time I love Elvis. I was watching an Elvis movie, and like the home screen was just a picture from Speedway was the movie I was watching. And my dad was just right there behind Elvis. So it's cool. And yeah, my dad's an animator. He used to make music videos back in the day. And he's an artist, and my whole family are artists is the thing. So I didn't really have a choice.
Right.
No, I really didn't. And like I said, I was going to go into visual arts, and, had an appreciation for filmmaking before I ever thought, I'd be an actor, So,
right.
Yeah.
Just cool. Wanted to give props to the pops.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Props to the pops. And
So I wanted to ask you the classic monster movies from way back in the day.
Yes.
If you could be in any one of those movies, which one would you pick?
Oh man.
This one.
That is a great question that nobody has ever asked me, honestly. And when I said I saw Creepshow when I was 5, I had already seen all those classic monster movies. My dad, had a VHS player, and he would show them all to me, early on VHS. And so, God, I mean, there's so many, like anything Ray Harryhausen has done, right, which is a lot of them, like, Abbott and Costello meet Dracula and the Wolfman, maybe.
Right.
Nice.
But no. And then, a big Godzilla guy when I was a kid. And so Godzilla on Monster Island, I think is what they call it now, but it's the one with like, they have to conjure up Mothra and they have to conjure up Rodan. And, it's like, or maybe it's All Monsters Attack. It's one of those. They have like the Mothra song and all that stuff. Like, those things blew my mind. And I think I still have a love for practical effects because of it. The creativity is outstanding. It's really masterpieces of artistry.
I'd rather see movies with practical effects because I'm the same way. Like, I love the practical effects, and that's what I grew up on, especially like watching like a lot of the horror movies I was introduced to. If y'all remember, it was that Late Night with Gilbert Godfrey, and he'd host the horror movies.
Yep,
like,
I remember that.
Mine came from was staying up, making sure my parents were asleep, and then creeping in the living room and watching that shit.
Totally. R.I.P. Gilbert Godfrey. What a legend.
Right.
What a legend.
So, but speaking of legends, I mean, Uncle Bill, Bill Diamond.
Yes, that's my man.
You should talk next time you see him. Tell him to bring you up to the Witch's Dungeon.
Okay.
It's one of the oldest wax. What is it?
It's not. No, it's not. It's
the oldest.
It's a monster museum.
Yeah, but it's all like.
It's something. It's a lot of the original costumes and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot
Witch's Dungeon. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of artifacts.
It's in Connecticut.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's owned by Cortland Hull.
Okay.
Or was owned by Cortland Hull. I think Steve Matthews from Blitz Kid, or AKA Argyle Goolsby, and Bill have a hand in it now. But they've got a lot of like really cool shit from Henry Hull, Boris Karloff.
Yeah.
I mean, just some of the you've got to go there to appreciate it. Yeah, we've had the pleasure of touring it a couple of times. And it's just an amazing place, especially if you're into horror and the older horror stuff.
Oh, I love that stuff. Yeah.
It's all set up for Halloween right now. It should be.
Probably is. Yeah, probably
it's
is.
in Connecticut. All right. Next time I'm in New York, I'm going to go up there.
And just give Bill a call. He'll get you, He'll take you up there and take you through. I mean, what an amazing
legend. Bill Diamond is who we're talking about, everybody.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't give him that much credit.
Listen, he's such a big part of my childhood. It's crazy, Fraggle Rock.
It's fun. He called me last week, and he goes, hey, you want me to try and get you Damien on your show? And I said, nah, that's all right. We got John coming on.
Good answer.
See, now when he said that when we were all together at Sci-Fi, a few months back, he said that. He goes, hey, I could probably get Damien on your show. And I go, why even say that? Because you're not going to call him. You're going to drop the ball like you always do. But we love you. It's okay.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he is.
Busy guy. Did some of the sets for Terrifier 3 and effects, and they're worth it. They're all worth it.
He's an amazing gentleman. We've had the pleasure of being part of the Diamond family for 4 years now, 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Y'all been with him for a hot minute because y'all are the ones that introduced me to him.
Yeah. He actually was the one that filmed our live action stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
That we were doing. Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that, and I looked at the comic book too.
Yeah, so he does some drawings in the comics. Just a great guy. But anyways, the show's not about Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna watch this later and be like, "You assholes."
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna
Except
watch
me because I called him a legend.
He's gonna watch it later and be like, "Why didn't you call me to come be the special co-host?"
Yeah, he will. He'll say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why didn't you? Okay. So anyway.
Let's just skip that one.
Because
I'll
I'm moving over to this side of the screen so that you can put Bill in
mind.
here later. Bill, you'll go here. There we go.
It actually crossed my mind, but then I thought back and I went, well, unless he's updated his computer, I don't want to have the show go 3 hours while we wait for one answer from him.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
No, I'm just busting on him.
Yeah.
Busting on him. We love it. He's just super busy, and we pick and choose when we want to ask him to do something for us because he's just too busy.
Yeah. If anybody ever sees Bill Diamond's name as being in a con or whatever, go see it because he brings all kinds of cool stuff. And I think he's currently kind of touring with some good behind the scenes stuff from Terrifier 3. So,
yes, he is. Yes, he is. I generally don't plug shows, but he will be at the Rhode Island Comic-Con. I believe that is
November 2nd or something.
It's this weekend. It's this coming weekend, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Friday,
weekend.
Saturday, Sunday. This coming weekend, Rhode Island Comic-Con. So Bill
Really
Diamond
cool.
will be there. If you get a chance, check them out. Altered Reality puts on a great show. They've got a ton of different shows. And that's actually how I met John, was
That's
at an
right.
Altered Reality show.
We met at Terracon
yes.
in Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
So
I was in
If you were-
Maine. I couldn't go. I was bummed.
yeah, well, you wouldn't have gotten it. You wouldn't have got any looks or any talks. I mean, I had the granddaughter. She got all the attention.
I don't care. I'm cute as a button. At least that's
You wouldn't have gotten any candy either, unfortunately.
So, anyways, back to our guest. Backstage, we were chatting a little bit about stuff that you have upcoming, and you are actually able to talk about something right now.
Yeah.
You're going to be in a new Marvel show.
Yes. Today's the first day I can talk about it. I can't give away too many details, but if you're a fan of Marvel television and you have a Disney Plus subscription, December 2025, Wonder Man is coming, and I'm a part of that new
Wonder
Marvel
Man.
franchise.
Hmm.
And I think you'll really like it. It's actually a real comic from the 60s. And
I remember
it's really
it.
cool. And it's got a great cast. Ben
Well, of
Kingsley.
course,
Ben
you're in
Kingsley.
it.
Thank you very much.
Are you
Yes, Sir
Wonder
Ben
Man?
Kingsley, many others. Say what?
Are you Wonder Man?
He can
I'm
type.
not Wonder Man.
Okay.
I'm Wonder Bread.
He didn't fit in
I'm
the
Wonder
G-string.
Bread. Well, I was just wondering.
Oh, God. Really?
I was
Wow.
curious.
If I had the boo button right now, you would just...
Well, I saw the warning video at the beginning. It said there's going to be all kinds of humor.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
of it you might find offensive.
Yeah, and listen,
It was horrible.
like I say to all our guests, feel free to say what you want. If you say something you shouldn't have said, the agents don't call me. So I don't give a shit what you say.
You're not the one who's going to get canceled.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
and they're not going to scream at me on the phone for an hour. And if they try, I just go, fuck you, click. Call your client.
Right?
I'm just kidding. So no, that's cool. I mean, being part of a Marvel franchise must be really like...
It's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting
Yeah.
for me. Obviously, I'm a fan of, a lot of comic book shows from yesteryear.
Right.
Amazing Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. I know these are all DC shows. Incredible Hulk, and there's a lot of Marvel Disney Plus shows that are just outstanding. So, it's really awesome. And their new slate for this year, all the shows look really good. Actually, we got Daredevil coming. We got What If season 3, bunch of animated stuff. So it's cool. It's cool to be a part of their canon, and now I'm a part of the MCU, I suppose. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty
Or
cool.
the MTVU.
MTVU, yeah.
Well, it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but does that carry over into streaming television, or would you say I'm part of the Marvel Television Universe?
I don't know, but when you say MTVU, I think of like music television
Music
making
Television
a reboot.
University.
I'm going,
MTVU. Yeah.
Music Television
coming
University.
back. Yeah. No,
Listen, I'll take that too. That's
I
fine.
will. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So what'd you
I
think
guess-
of Wolverine and Deadpool?
You know what? I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't
No?
either.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. And I want to see it. Funny enough, this is not, we weren't meant to plug this, but Deadpool and Wolverine, I think, starts airing on Disney Plus November 2nd. For everybody. So you can catch it there. But again, I have nothing to do with Deadpool Wolverine, and so I'm not plugging.
So how did you fall into that? Because Marvel's so like extremely selective, and I've heard rumors about how difficult it is just to even be able to like get in there to try to get a part.
It's definitely a process, and I've been around for a long time, and I've auditioned for a lot of other Marvel projects in my life, but so what happened was one of my best friends from high school, Andrew Guest, the amazingly talented Andrew Guest, is the showrunner on the show. And so a few years ago, I had a self-tape audition studio, and I had a lot of people coming in for Wonder Man. And I saw his name on the thing, and I called him up, and I was like, this is so exciting. Congratulations. And he was like, yeah, like, if there's anything you think you want to come in for, go for it. And I was like, awesome. And so I did. And he didn't tell anybody anything. He didn't tell them he knew me or anything. And, I ended up on the show. So that's pretty cool. And it's always wonderful to work with your friends. In this case, this is a very close friend of mine. And it's cool to connect with him in that way. Because like I said, I know him from high school, and we've never worked professionally together, so that was awesome. And he has an amazing track record. He wrote on Community, he wrote on 30 Rock, and a lot of other like just amazing comedic shows. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I do both comedic and dramatic stuff, but I think sometimes the carry through for me is comedy. I seem to play the comic relief in horror movies a lot, So yeah, I think that's for me. Like I said, the reason I like Return of the Living Dead is because it just messes with your head. And the movie I directed called Clover is sort of a similar vibe. It's a crime comedy sort of throwback homage to all the midnight movies that I grew up watching. And, it's a good time. We got Chaz Palminteri, we got Ron Perlman, Tashina Arnold, Mark Webber, Jessica Zor, Erica Christensen.
Ron Perlman. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's somebody I would love to interview Ron Perlman. He's always been he's one of those
Me too.
actors. One of those actors, I don't think he gets enough credit.
Nope. I agree.
But he's just always on point.
Always on point. And he was just like a dream to work with, So was Chaz, by the way.
Yeah. Chaz would be a great interview too, but
Yeah. But Ron is such a legend of so many different genres, and
right.
I became a big fan of him with Hellboy, because Hellboy was one of my favorite comics growing up.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
I could never imagine anyone else ever playing Hellboy. Like, it would just be weird.
No, exactly. I mean, he did such a good job. It's like David Harbour, who's a great actor, doesn't work.
Right.
Doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
So, real quick to all our viewers and listeners, I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you want to know more about Jon and all the stuff that he's talking about, the films that he's produced and things like that, check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. All his information is in there. I just wanted to reiterate that. So, if there's people out there that are interested in watching those, or even, looking you up, all the information's there. Anyways, back to our guest, because I don't want to waste time.
No. Well, so you guys are all Massachusetts? Well, I know Jags isn't, but Ben, Jeff?
Yeah. Massachusetts.
Yeah. Massachusetts. So, and you're kind of close to Rhode Island, right?
About
45 minutes.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. So you're close to Rhode Island. I was in a movie called Outside Providence many years ago, made by a local Rhode Islander, Providence guy named Michael Carenti. Amazing director, amazing, library, a catalog of work. Movie called Federal Hill was his first, and it's great. And Outside Providence. God, there's so many. But anyway, I worked on Outside Providence. The Farrelly brothers wrote it. And, it's comforting for me to hear your guys' Massachusetts accents because it's not too dissimilar from a Rhode Island accent. And, you know, of all the stuff I've been in, and I've been very lucky, and I'm so grateful for all of it. But the work I do in that movie, I play a character named Drugs Delaney. So, and it's a great cult coming of age 70s, comedy. So check it out, y'all. Outside Providence, you can find it. Alec Baldwin, Sean Hattasey, Amy Smart, and many others.
Shit.
George Wendt.
And of course, John.
Really?
John was in it.
And of course, me as Drugs Delaney, and I only brought it up because we are on Toking with the Dead.
Absolutely. That's right.
It makes me think of the scene in Return of the Living Dead where they have the lady on the table. She's just a rib cage and a spine and a head.
Uh-huh.
If you toke and you're dead, does the smoke come out of like all your pores and your?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It does. We have T-shirts to prove it.
Right? Yeah, we do actually. Yeah,
we actually have T-shirts to prove it. We're zombified, and it's coming out of like our eye socket and our ear.
It's so great. So cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, just don't fart.
Oh, Jesus.
Your bones will fall down.
Just not even not even gonna go there with you tonight.
Well, I think we covered some cool topics. Weekend at Burners.
Yep.
Something about a boat. I forget what my
showboat.
Showboat. Thank you. My pun.
Yep.
Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water. Yep.
Maybe toke on the water. Ghost ship.
Go.
Smoke ship. Toke ship. Okay. I'll just keep going.
Don't worry, folks. He gets 5% of everything that's done.
Yeah, you call Carnival.
Owners on a fucking boat. Somebody's going to die.
Someone's going to forget to untie the boat from the dock. Is what's going to
We'll
happen.
never go anywhere. Be like,
Never go anywhere. The ship lost at sea, but they never left the dock.
So, we talked about animation a little while back. So Jeff and I have our pilot animation release on November 11th live for all you folks listening.
Very exciting.
7 p.m. But you just gave me a hell of a killer idea for an episode where they're all on a cruise ship. They're all zombies and they're getting high and they forget to unattach the boat, but the boat's pulling the island around.
Island of the Dead, except
right. You can't get away from the island because it's attached to the boat because they're all stoners.
It's another one.
Maybe Jon Abrahams will be voicing something in that. Well, you never know.
That's right. I do voice work, and I would love the opportunity to do voice work for you guys. So
absolutely. So
if you'd have
we would have you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
We'll do something. I'm sure.
We'll vote on it.
I'll get Bill to call them, and then they'll do a shot of what is it? What do you guys? Scotch, whiskey, peanut butter whiskey.
Who's that?
Bill and Jeff.
Oh, is that right?
Tennessee honey.
Tennessee honey. They can do a shot of Tennessee honey, and after his first shot, I'll say, Bill, tell him to say, John can do the voice work, and he'll go, John should, and Jeff will go, that's a good idea. I should have thought of that.
No, Bill don't let me drink no more. I push him into plants.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
So, why you gotta abuse Bill like that?
Because it's fun.
So
poor guy.
Wow.
So anyway, any upcoming events for you? Do you have anything lined up that you know of? Appearances that you might be making?
I do. For all you listeners out there, I am doing Decade Days Con in Orlando, January 25th. And let's see, then I'm going to be at Days of the Dead, Atlanta.
Nice.
February, sometime around that in February 2025. And if you're in Atlanta or you're in Orlando or you want to hop on a plane and come to either one of them, I will be there and we can talk more about all my great ideas for Ghost Ship or
I might come see you in Orlando. That's close enough for me.
Yeah, Jags, come on.
Well, Atlanta's not far from you, is it?
I refuse to go to Atlanta.
So reiterate that, Jags. You're not allowed in Atlanta.
No, I'm allowed in Atlanta. I just fucking hate Atlanta. You ever been in Atlanta traffic? Trust me, you'll be done.
Yes.
It's rough. It's pretty rough. Yeah.
Enough said.
That city wasn't built for cars.
I think I screamed at probably 100 different people.
Yep. I would rather do the
in 5 minutes.
Hours. I'd rather it's about the same distance for me driving to Atlanta to Orlando. It's about the same. Because I was just in Orlando a few weeks ago. I would rather go to Orlando than fucking Atlanta. Hell.
Well, there you go. Go to Atlanta. Go to Orlando and see John. And that's for all of you out there.
Come see me.
Everybody. You know, we've got a lot of viewers.
Decade days. Come see me. For all you House of Wax people, Chad Michael Murray will be there as well. And so you can get a little House of Wax reunion on the cards.
Wax off.
Wax on, wax off. On, wax off.
All right, Mr. Miyagi.
How did this show go down the gutter? I'm just trying
because to Jeff, he takes it all down the fucking gutter every damn time.
You think?
You're talking about me, right?
No, right? Jeff.
No, Jeff.
No,
I
because
don't.
because we had you on the show. It's going to be the highest grossing show in history for us.
It's the highest grossing unrated show in history.
Unrated show in history.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it just seems to be that way because, like in Scary Movie, it was one of the highest grossings that you were in, and then Terrifier 3 being the highest gross. I see a pattern here, folks. I see a pattern here.
Well, that'd be too easy. We don't make money anyway.
Well, exactly.
I'm not tooting my own horn, but I believe I'm the only person in Terrifier 3 who it's not their first highest grossing film.
So there you go. There's more history.
Not tooting my own horn. Just saying.
Right. So we've got about 3 to 5 minutes left with this amazing gentleman here tonight.
Then he wants to watch the Yankees.
Yeah.
We got 2 minutes till game time.
Yeah. So you got 2 minutes till game time. So we're going to keep him for 3.
Keep me for 3.
Or
17.
7.
You got 3 outs. 1 inning.
Yeah, 1 inning.
1/2 inning left.
So if you have any questions for our guest, feel free to throw them up in the chat or just keep chatting amongst yourselves like you guys have been doing. I'm cool with that too.
I don't see the people chatting. Let's see. What can I chime in on here? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, if you click on comments, you should be able to see them.
Wow, we got a 9th distant cousin of Elvis. That's pretty cool. Gray Wolf.
Will you Graham?
Dick Shark. We're just doing the best of the episode here.
Right? Elvis is king.
I don't know, but if you guys look up the whole Dick Shark thing on Google Images, it's interesting, to say the least.
No, thank you. I will pass on that. But in all seriousness, Jags, do you have any last questions for our amazing guest?
Yeah, actually, going into like horror films, would you ever do something like outside of your comfort zone, like get out of the comedy and actually do like a major serious role, like being the killer or something like that?
That is like the one thing I haven't been able to do yet. And I mean, in Scary Movie, I'm one of the killers, but to play a straight up villain is a dream of mine. In makeup or not, I would love to be in full on Godzilla suit. So Godzilla,
your weapon
to
of
answer your
choice?
question, Godzilla is the serious role I've been waiting for my whole life. I want to play Godzilla. Godzilla -1. Who saw it?
I haven't seen that.
Nope.
This is terribly disappointing. That was terrible. Edit that part out, and everybody go, "Yes, I loved it," because it's so good. You're gonna love it.
I'll have to put it on the to watch list.
Best movie of last year for sure.
Really?
Godzilla
Okay.
-1. Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1. Yeah, not Godzilla -0. Godzilla -1
Equals 0.
Right. Exactly.
I've never
Math is not my strong suit.
Squirrel.
even heard of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to play a villain of any kind. Doesn't have to be a horror villain either.
Okay, so
You just want to be a villain. Okay.
James Bond villain, Mission Impossible villain, Mafia villain. Would the 20th anniversary of House of Wax? Would the 20th anniversary of House of Wax?
I don't know if that was a question or a comment, but
Yeah,
either way. I think Jeff
Maybe
asked,
they just spell wood wrong.
Yeah.
what would you, I think Jeff was asking
House
when,
of Wood.
House of Wood. What would your weapon of choice be as the villain? Jeff asked.
Yeah.
My cunning mind.
Your cunning mind. So kind of like Scanners, you're just gonna ESP
Yeah.
of the death.
kill 'em
There's a
with
bit
your
of like
brain.
a Scanners homage in Terrifier 3. Y'all go see it and let me know if you catch what I'm talking about.
I'm bad at typing.
I know
It's
exactly.
okay. It's okay, Oliver.
Wow.
No, it's all
So,
good, Oliver. I just don't know if you're asking a question or not, but
Yeah.
Right.
We still
All
got
good.
we still got like a minute and a half. So if you want to retype it, and it's a question, we will definitely get it in before we close the show for you.
All right. So I got my questions that I want to ask. I always ask. Well, I mix them up a little bit, but I'm
Go ahead.
gonna go with my straight standard.
Here
You're
we
a dog guy or a cat guy?
so I'm allergic to both. But I
So
had
that
a
would be a
dog.
neither.
Well, no, it's actually
Okay.
both. The answer is both.
Okay.
I grew up with cats until they figured out that they were making me sick. And then I always had exotic pets. And then I had a dog for 15 and a half years in my adult life. And I loved her to death. And
What kind?
miniature dachshund.
Oh,
So it's kind of like a
okay.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean smaller than some cats. And now
Right.
and now my neighbors have 2 outdoor cats, and they've sort of adopted me and my wife, the cats, not my neighbors. And the cats, they come around multiple times a day. They climb in my bathroom window. They're like, they're terrors, but I love them. And I think cats are very cool. I really think cats are cooler than dogs, but I think dogs are wonderful creatures, angels, Cats
Okay.
are just, all my love for the occult and that stuff. It's like, I love cats. So if I could sleep
right.
next to a cat,
Well, I got both, so
Can't.
yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
What do you
about-
like on your pizza?
Oliver Hood said, thanks, guys. Thank
Yep.
you, Oliver.
Yep.
What else we
Did that
got
go
here?
through?
He's ignoring that last question.
What's the last question?
What do you like on your pizza?
I'm a straight cheese pizza kind of guy. I'm from New York, so just your cheese slice. Sometimes I'll go pepperoni. It has to be the right kind of pepperoni. It has to be the pepperoni cups, not the big.
Yes, the little ones that
pepperoni.
curl. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And red pepper flake and oregano.
Nice.
That's what I like on my pizza. Red pepper flake and oregano.
Very
Fair
nice.
enough.
What about y'all? Don't give me the ham and pineapple.
Oh no, I'm a pepperoni guy. Pepperoni extra cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
That's my second choice, but my first choice is actually pepperoni and anchovies with red pepper.
No, horrific. Ben.
No.
Ben, what do you got?
Chorizo.
Oh, okay. All right. I can dig it. A little multicultural
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or bacon and feta.
Yeah, that
Greek-
just hurts.
Greek
That hurt.
pizza.
That hurts the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. I like an arugula, like no tomato sauce, like a kind of just cheese with arugula and fresh prosciutto. That's a good pizza right there.
There you go.
If you want to get a little fancy with it, there you
Sounds
go.
like something you just roll up and eat it like a sandwich.
Basically it's a sandwich, but it's a pizza.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Boom.
Sandwich.
So
Pizza,
I'm
now that's what I call a taco.
I'm assuming John's already missed the first inning, and well, maybe not. The Dodgers might be up. They're probably still up. Yeah, we're all set.
They're still up, and whatever. It'll be what it'll
Yeah.
be. They won for my birthday, and I've asked them to continue winning. So I don't like to be disappointed. We'll see what happens.
It's all good. It's all good. But on that note, folks, we do have to let this amazing gentleman get back to his real life. So I'm going to go here. Oh, look at that. He's got it full screen. So, John, where do you like interacting with your fans on the social medias?
So I'm old. I'm not on Facebook anymore. Please find me only on Instagram at the real Jon Abrahams. And that's John, Jon, no H in my name. Abrahams like two Lincolns. Find me there. I'm constantly letting people know where I'm going to be and what I'm doing. And the other social media I have is called Tubi at this point.
Right.
And go watch all my movies all at once. Clover was the one with Ron Perlman, and Exploited, which is a horror thriller. I think they're all on Tubi right now.
I'll be checking those out.
Go see Terrifier 3 in theaters now. And next year, watch Wonder Man on Disney Plus.
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you're out and about, folks, he's going to be in Atlanta and Orlando, January, February. You're just going to have to check the show notes to follow this amazing gentleman.
Yeah. Come
Oh,
check.
Sorry. Did I cut you off?
No.
I mean, I know you like being front and center, so I just want to put you back up there. Real
Okay.
quick.
Yeah. No,
Make
I was
sure
enjoying when I could see everybody. Now I'm just looking at me. It's kind of terrifying.
Right.
Where did everybody go?
Jags.
What up? So you catch me on Sound Injection almost daily at this fucking point. We actually have a good guest tonight. If you go over to the Sound Injection page, we actually have a band called Strange Like Me. They're fucking amazing. And then tomorrow night for a Halloween special, we have the ever amazing, everybody knows who the hell they are. We have Taproot coming on, so we'll have Taproot tomorrow.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, and folks, who knows? Maybe in the future, one thing we never touched on this evening is we might have DJ Johnny come on for some spinning of some stuff.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. As I mentioned before, I work in music. I'm a DJ, and I was Ellen DeGeneres' DJ in the 06-07 series. So, but good luck finding that anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. So
right. I just wanted to bring
can't find it. You're not going to be able to find it either. But yes,
I wasn't going to let you get away without bringing up the DJ Johnny.
That's right. I am DJ Johnny, Ellen's favorite DJ.
That's why she deleted them all, so you can't find them.
Jeffrey.
Right.
Your guess is as good as mine, Jeff.
Right. I'm going to try and hunt for that. I'm good at digging shit up, especially dead bodies.
Well, please let me know. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I should do that, though. Halloween's tomorrow, right? I want everybody to be safe and have a happy Halloween. Okay. I'm probably going to go out and just hide in the woods and scare kids because that's what I like to do. You jump out at them and they hit you with candy.
You don't even have to go in the woods, dude. Just open your fucking door.
What?
Just stand in front of the door. Just open it. You'll scare them. You don't need to hide.
Yeah. Well, my wife, she tends to keep me in the corner so I don't get myself hurt. But go to stilltoken.com. You'll find out everything, all our previous shows. And I'm going to say it again, November 11th, 7:00. It is a Monday. We will be airing the premiere, the first episode of our animation. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a fucking hoot. I don't know. I mean, it's weird. I don't know. I'm too old for this shit.
So before I close up the show, John, you had something you wanted to say?
Oh, I just wanted to say everybody have a happy Halloween. Go see Terrifier 3. It's a wonderful thing to do on Halloween if you're of age. If you're not of age, eat lots of candy.
And have somebody sneak you in. But make sure they buy 2 tickets.
Exactly.
So the revenue is right.
Have a parent sneak you in.
So, usually I go full screen for it, but I'm just going to keep us like this because I was tripping on John's brain there when I went full screen on people. We want to thank Jon for taking time out of his busy day. Thank Jon's wife for letting him come on and hang out with us this evening.
Yes.
I'm sure dinner was done a while ago, but that's okay.
Oh, we're in LA, so
it's
only
only
just
5
supper
o'clock.
time.
Yeah, it's only 20 past 5 out there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no dinner yet.
I want to say thanks to my man Jags. Make sure you go check out Sound Injection. Always jumping in here, saving our asses with co-hosts. Always down. Yeah, like Jeff said, stilltoking.com is the best way to find out about us, about the novel, the comic books, the animation, the live TV series, all the shit we do, including this show. But in all seriousness, thank you to all our veterans and first responders for doing what you do, so people like us can come up here and do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We are out of here. Hang tight for a minute, Jon.
So come on.